Sunday movie.
I chose you all for this voyage. Do me proud.
A young crew set out to find a new home for a dying Earth finds itself fighting for its own survival.
Why don't you just quit?
Can't do that.
Lured to an alien world by renegade marauders. A new generation faces the challenge of a lifetime.
They got us trapped.
The adventure of Earth Star Voyager. Coming up next.
And welcome aboard the Earth Star Voyager. I'm here with the Disney gang, like Goofy, and a fine young actor, Jason Michas, who plays Beanie in tonight's space adventure. What you're seeing is a small portion of the elaborate sets built exclusively for the movie Earth Star Voyager. Beanie was showing us around.
Michael, this is one of the special computers that helps the crew gather and store valuable information. It comes in handy when you're on a mission that can take up to 25 years.
25 years?
Wow, can we play some video games?
Mickey, the crew on Earth Star Voyager has very little time for video games.
Hey, Beanie, can I ask a question?
Sure, Goofy.
Where are the parachutes?
Goofy, we don't have any parachutes. We did something much better than that. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, boy!
Goofy, this is an escape capsule. Michael, why don't you step in here for a minute and I'll show the gang how it works.
No way.
Don't worry, it's been disconnected. It's just a prop.
Really?
Come on, Michael.
How do you turn down a television story? Wait. Okay.
See, Goofy, it's very simple. You just open the glass and press the red button.
Like this? Oh, gosh.
They told me it was disconnected.
Ollie, what do we do now?
Gee, we'd better call Michael's wife and tell her that Michael won't be home for dinner.
Hey, guys, you better get me back for the next show.
Well, I'll call the Auto Club.
Good thought, Goofy.
Let's get you out of here, Trigger. Come on.
We're gonna make it home, sir?
You bet we are. See you downside, partner.
Check forward damage control.
Yes, sir.
You weren't trying to save Traeger, were you, sir? There's no outpost close enough for him to reach. I want you to address the crew. Tell them I'm now in command of the ship.
Sure you want her, Vance? Kind of messed her up.
Rest in peace, Jacob Brown.
As we have been for the last 7 hours, we are continuing to call for attention.
So what'd you get?
Well, I got 10s. I got straight 10s on everything except psychosocial adjustment.
Well, what exactly did Dr. Morgan say?
That a 9.3 is very good for someone 5 years younger than his classmates. And that I'm, quote, very advanced for someone born in the year 2074.
Well, then?
Ooh!
Ooh?
Every time you say, well, then like that, you follow it by something completely rational.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like being rational right now, Jonathan. I feel like I'm sick of being a kid genius.
You're not. I was a kid genius.
Was?
You are a kid super genius whose science grades are still breaking records.
I know.
Well, then.
I wanted that pen, Jonathan.
Two photographs, therefore designated as within safe zones for all categories other than those otherwise notified. As we have been for the last 17 hours, we are continuing to call your attention to an HW470 condition.
Got it?
Repeat, HW470 condition. Tonight's forecast, scattered showers and acceptable oxygen level.
Yeah, sure. I hate this stuff.
You're not breathing.
You sure? I got your purse.
Excuse us. Excuse us.
Children, 4 years, elderly,
Here's your purse.
Are you all right, ma'am?
Oh, so silly. When I left home, I'd forgotten my breather.
Oh, I've got an extra one.
Well, thank you. Oh, don't want to trouble you.
Is there anything else we can do for you, ma'am?
Oh, don't you worry about me. I'll be all right. I'll just sit right here for a few minutes, and I'll be as right as rain.
Excuse me?
Oh, it's only an old expression, dear. You wouldn't remember it.
Well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Issued at 1,800 hours and in effect until 2,200 hours is as follows. You should enjoy the next week as you have this week, but no health advisories in the extended future.
Right as rain.
Jonathan, sugar level is 0, 7 above medium. Also advised reduction of salt intake by 1.5 affirmative.
Affirmative.
Your order.
Veggie bio burger, the works?
Bio burgers, famous French fried algae chips.
No.
I'll take those.
Change that, yes.
Drink.
Nutrishake.
With or without biocycline.
Without, end of order.
Please use table 03. Thank you. Account overdrawn. Repeat, overdrawn.
What do you mean account overdrawn? I made a deposit just this afternoon.
Account overdrawn. Repeat, overdrawn. Next customer, please.
Jonathan.
No.
Please. Lend me your hand. I'll pay you back.
This is the third time this week, Beanie.
I've had a stressful day. My blood sugar's low.
Oh, you used that one last time.
Hey, Jonathan, sugar level is 0,
Yes,
7
you will.
above medium. Your order, please.
3 super burgers with extra sauce, a NutriShake, 2 LG chips with Dyna dips, 1 benzo shake, a thermo chips with amino sauce. See, the problem is, I'm competing against myself. Every class I take, I keep raising the curve. No matter how well I do, I expect me to do better.
They also expect you to get around to taking a few classes outside your major, Beanie.
Like music appreciation.
Requirements, Beanie. You can't keep putting them off forever.
I could break into the computer transcripts and put that I've already taken those classes.
Don't even think about it.
I wouldn't really do it. But it sure make things a lot more fun. I'm throwing this hour?
Your priority. Come on.
Thank you for eating at Bio Burgers, a division of Fujiyama Hydroponics Farms of Akron, Ohio.
Let's go. Priority briefing, Commander. Priority briefing, Commander. Priority briefing, Commander. Priority briefing, Commander.
This isn't our flight group.
No.
Who are these people?
I recognize a few of them. Just the ones in my classes.
Beanie, do you have any idea what's going on? Why, Lonnie? Not a clue. Who's that? La Sanzone, friend of mine. He's cute.
Sally? I don't know if you remember me. I'm Jonathan Hayes.
Jonathan, yes, I remember you. You went on to command school, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about your brother.
Thank you.
What happened to your brother?
He was on the Vanguard Explorer.
Oh, sorry. I'm Huxley Wells, Navigation.
Sally Arthur, MD.
This is Jesse Beanstalk.
Beanstalk?
Yeah, fee, fi, foo, fum. They call me Beanie. Lonnie Maiori, Flight Control School. This is Les.
Hi. I've heard about you, haven't I? You're the IQ kid with the alien life forms fixation. He likes little green men.
Cadets, be seated. And may I offer my congratulations on your outstanding achievement records. They've qualified you to serve aboard the Earth Star Voyager. Voyager is our newest interstellar ship. I have the honor to have been appointed her captain. Latest projections indicate a worsening of our outer radiation belts. They're about to hit maximum where they will remain for 5 years.
But, sir, why not wait the 5 years?
Look outside, Jonathan. This planet's in trouble. Before she vanished 6 years ago, Vanguard explorers sent out probes. We've just received a report from one of them. It gave us the location of that Berenson star. And in orbit around it is a planet we've named Demeter. We haven't been able to decode all the information yet. This is the best picture we can give you. We have some readings of an acceptable atmosphere, but we're still not sure if it can support life. Voyager's mission is to answer that question, because if Demeter is suitable, we're going to have to move there. It'll take at least 40 years to build the ships necessary to move everyone. And the star's 18.7 light years away.
A trip like that, even with fusion generators in the Bauman drive, that'd take at least
25 years round trip.
26, Beanie. We're factoring in a year for exploration of the planet.
I'll be 40.
Cryogenic sleep will be available to all crew members. For every 3 days we spend on the trip, we'll only age 2, but we will age. That's why we've made our selections from the Academy, because you're all young. And if telemetry indicates I'm past my peak, then Jonathan will be captain on the return voyage.
All right.
Now, if the radiation projections are accurate, once we're out there, we won't be able to communicate with Earth.
Sir, what are the weapon specifications?
This is a peaceful mission of exploration, Jonathan. Weapons are not a high priority.
But the OTZ, sir.
The Outlaw Technology Zone controlled half this planet and came very close to controlling the other half before we beat them.
There was rumor of an OTZ outpost.
The outpost was discovered 2 years ago and destroyed by Triton Corsair.
Admiral Beasley's ship? Is he still out there?
Yes, Huxley. In fact, he conceived Earth Star Voyager and personally selected each of you for this mission. We will leave in 48 hours.
We'll return after these messages.
The Disney Sunday Movie, brought to you by Ivory, the soap without a lot of extra ingredients. For a pure, natural kind of clean, lather up with Ivory.
Just give me honest work at honest pay, honest sweat from honest play, and when I'm through, that's when I'll say, I want my clean as real as ivory. It's gotta be 99.44. I want my clean as real as ivory. Nothing less, nothing more. I want my clean as real as ivory. It's gotta be pure, that's for sure. I want my clean as real as ivory.
No, crunchy jiffers? No, now go. Crunch on. I can't help it. It's crunchy.
Let's see how quietly you can eat it.
The difference in extra crunchy Jif is lots of crunch as big as can be.
Extra crunchy Jif has more of what they love. More bigger chunks, more peanut taste than any big brand.
The crunch more peanutty. The crunchier difference in
Crunch-a!
extra crunchy Jif.
The new Volkswagen Fox is a lot of car for the money. For instance, a powerful 1.8-liter fuel-injected engine is standard. So are power front disc brakes, rack and pinion steering, and four-wheel independent suspension. Now, we could have done what some did. cut the standard features and offered less car for less money. But we'd never pull a stunt like that. That isn't the Volkswagen way. 1988 Fox, only $62.90.
Coach said to be a really good basketball player, you need fast feet and a sharp eye. Mom says you also need a great breakfast, so she makes me a Rita hash browns with my eggs. I wonder if Coach knows about those hash browns.
I just adore fresh strawberries, not to mention plump, juicy peaches. But when I can't find my favorite fruits at the market, I can always find them in Weight Watchers yogurt. Light, refreshing Weight Watchers yogurt. The unforbidden fruit.
Wednesday on the after-school special.
I can't get you to love me, and I'm sick of trying.
You walk through that door and you're no daughter of mine.
Terrible things my mother told me. Wednesday.
We now continue with our program.
So that's it, Gretchen. We're only allowed this one call. I just wanted you to know that I'll never forget you.
I'll be fine.
There was that one time, you couldn't have been more than 3. You kept saying you wanted more Shocky ice cream. That's what you called chocolate.
Mom!
And your father thought it was so cute, the way you kept saying Shocky, he kept giving it to you. He spent the whole night throwing up.
I can't ask you to wait for me, Marion. But I wanted you to know I'll never forget you.
I might never see you again.
Mom, you...
I'm proud of you, and I love you. I guess that's really about it.
Mom, thank you for everything. I love you, too. I mean, I'll be thinking of you, Roxanne.
The name is Jeannie, thanks.
Well, of course it's Jeannie. I knew that. It's just that I always think of you as a Roxanne. I mean, it suits you so much better than Jeannie. Then who's Roxanne?
You say goodbye to your boyfriend? He'll wait for you. Anyone would.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Who did you call?
My parents. I'll probably never have one now.
What?
A boyfriend.
What do you think all those crew members with short hair are? You've got 26 years. I'd say your chances are better than a 50-50.
Welcome aboard. I'd like you to meet Brody Arnold, physical fitness technician. This is your command team.
Jonathan Hayes. Do you have my promise? You'll end this voyage in better shape than you started. You'll excuse me, sir? Excuse me.
Built like that, he's got to be a real souffle in the brain department.
Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan, get a look at this. 40 lounges, 3 libraries, an interdenominational chapel, and a nursery.
You know, as captain, I have the power to perform marriage ceremonies.
Is it mandatory?
The whole purpose of this mission is to ensure the survival of the species. Follow me, and I'll show you the bridge.
Don't worry, I'll handle your quota.
Isn't he a bit young for you?
This sent some?
Yeah.
Well, here it is. Home sweet home.
This is incredible.
Hello, Beanie.
Priscilla? Priscilla, you on this ship?
Who else, Beanie?
Wow, that's super!
That's the supercomputer?
Oh, Priscilla, I'd like you to meet Huxley.
Hello, Huxley. I've been reading your records over and over.
How'd you get my records?
Excuse me, Captain Forbes. The Triton Corsair has just arrived alongside. It is in parallel orbit with Earth Star Voyager, and Admiral Beasley requests permission to address the crew.
Bring it in, please.
Officers and crew of Earth Star Voyager, the importance of your mission dwarfs anything I can say to you. Nonetheless, I offer my best wishes and my thanks, because now Triton Corsair can get on with the mission of her own. I chose you all for this voyage. Do me proud. I wish I were young enough to go with you. But of course I will be with you in spirit. Yes, Lieutenant Matthews.
Standing by for navigational coordinates, sir.
Plot course 219, L475W, and put Earth Star Voyager on my screen. Good luck, Voyager. You're going to need it.
Guidance report.
Flight path clear, Mr. Hayes.
Bioscience,
All crew members read positive, Mr. Hayes.
telemetry, and navigational, Mr. Wells.
Trajectory 39AX24B, plotted in, John. Sir?
Your ship, Captain Forbes. Just 1 second, sir. Propulsion status report, Mr. Beanstalk.
Fusion thrust engines and Bowman drive check, sir.
Now, Captain Forbes.
Sorry. All engines, boost.
Mr. Beanstalk, compensate acceleration, please.
Yes, sir.
Worked again.
What's that?
Antique silver dollar. It's my lucky charm, and it does tricks.
Watch it, Huxley.
That's wonderful, Huxley.
Not to mention original.
Oh, then maybe you like this.
Huxley. Captain Forbes.
Permission to break, Mr. Wellsman.
Approaching junk belt.
Space pollution at its finest.
Deflection shields, Mr. Hayes.
Standard course plotted on screen, sir. Estimated crossing time, 10 minutes.
And you'll see some speed.
It's a mess, isn't it?
No other way to dispose of it.
All station alert.
Disturbance.
Specify.
Voyager's fusion thrust is affecting the junk orbit. They're starting to destabilize.
Shields to maximum. Check power systems under load.
Mr. Wells, available evasive course.
Autopilot scanning for clear passage.
Look out! Captain Forbes, shields are moving towards overload.
Shields to intermittent.
But, sir, some of it could get through.
If we don't lessen the power drain, all of it will get through.
Huxley, get us on another course. There are none. The radiation belt is closing them off. Then give me manual control now.
Manual control.
Scan indicates no further obstructions. Yeah!
Nice work.
I didn't think we could do that with a ship this big.
I didn't either. Damage report, Mr. Beanstalk.
Damage at 6 locations, including airlock number 3. Deploying repair crews now. Sir.
I'll go supervise. Looks like you've got things under control.
Jonathan, let's not ever do that again, okay?
I don't know when they taught you that, but I'm glad you didn't cut class that day.
I learned that when I was 7 years old, playing Dodger.
Repairs completed?
All patched up, Captain. Mr. Beanstalk said to proceed to Sector 5.
Carry on.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great.
Come on.
Airlock 3, inner door secure. Space ejection process commencing.
Forbes to bridge. Captain Forbes calling the bridge.
Prepare for egress.
Bridge, malfunction in outer airlock 3. Jonathan. Jonathan, can you hear me?
Prepare for egress.
Jonathan!
Huxley put on manual and Jonathan went through it and just like...
Beanie. She thinks you're cute. Want me to introduce you?
No, that's okay.
I mean, you don't have to.
And so I was born in this town in Switzerland.
She's a really nice girl.
He's a genius.
Well, sure. I mean...
Beanie.
Excuse me.
Can't get a reading from number 3 airlock.
But They've completed repairs. They just called in.
Nice repair job. Beanie, I'm gonna want to talk to the team that worked on that airlock.
Bridge. Forbes to bridge. Captain Forbes calling the bridge.
Seconds to final egress.
Jonathan!
Airlock 3, all station alert. Airlock 3.
Jonathan, listen to me.
Egress in 10 seconds. Warning, decompression commencing.
What happened? I don't know. Look, Jonathan, complete the mission. Keep going. Promise me.
Airlock 3, cut sector power, terminate egress.
Jonathan, you can do it. Promise you will. Keep going.
Egress completed.
We'll return after these messages.
All sugar-free gums help you fight cavities. But Extra is the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet that helps fight cavities and gives you extra long-lasting flavor. The only one. Extra sugar-free gum. Among sugar-free gums, Extra is unsurpassed in fighting cavities. And Extra is the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet. And the only one with refreshing flavor that lasts extra long. Extra sugar-free gum with NutraSweet. The only leading sugar-free gum that fights cavities and lasts extra long.
Right now, Domino's Pizza is dealing, and you're going to be a winner. 2 regular cheese pizzas are $8.88. Pay just a little more for the toppings of your choice, and you've got one great deal. Your pizzas will be hot and fresh from the oven because Domino's Pizza delivers in less than 30 minutes. So discard this joker and be a winner. Get 2 regular cheese pizzas for $8.88. But don't miss out. This deal ends soon. Call Domino's Pizza now.
Triple mileage on American can't beat us. Delta with extra mileage falls short. And United's extra mileage program doesn't come close. The fastest free trip on any worldwide airline is still Northwest World Perks. Fly round trip from now until March 31st, and we'll match the Northwest miles you fly in 1988. You can get a free trip after flying only 10,000 miles, Europe for 20,000, and Asia for 30,000. World Perks. No other airline can match it.
Winning's easy. Give 110%, expect 110%. From yourself, everyone, everything. Speed Stick deodorant gives 110%. That's its edge. Why? It has no alcohol, and alcohol evaporates. Speed Stick protection doesn't evaporate even after 24 hours. Glides on dry in just a few strokes. That's 110% protection.
Speed Stick deodorant, the wide stick.
That's your edge.
January Learner of the Month, Duke Ferguson.
10 years ago, Harvard Business School was the most unlikely place for Duke Ferguson to be. I graduated from high school unable to read or write. Had I not been able to play football, I wouldn't have been in college. I said, well, I'll transfer my work ethic from the sports field, to my schoolwork. I continued during that whole period through pro football, and when I got out, to enlist tutors to make sure I stayed on top of my skills I had acquired. They're convinced that I have the ability to make it here, and I'm convinced of it as well. The fact that I'm sitting in the classroom with some of the brightest potential leaders in this country and in this world says a lot about the point I've started off from and where I am right now. And with the help of some very good individuals, I got it done. I think once a person ceases to learn, he ceases or she ceases to live.
It's never too late to learn to read.
Now, back to our story.
How much damage?
We're still trying to evaluate, sir, but we do have a report of 1 fatality.
Captain Forbes is dead.
Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Krieger. Keep me advised.
Sir.
So now Mr. Hayes is captain. I hope I was right.
I'll check it again, but I know I'm right.
Thank you. Your repairs have been confirmed. You weren't responsible. You may go.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan, I certified the airlock door myself. There's no way it could have jammed.
But it did.
Maybe you forgot something.
I didn't forget anything. I went over everything twice. It had to be a computer malfunction.
What do we do now?
I don't know.
It's your decision, Captain.
Well, do we abort the mission or do we go on?
We can't abort.
Got it. It's right here. They buried it in one of the other programs, but it's an airlock door command. And it's not my entry code. Jonathan, this was no accident. Somebody did it on purpose.
Who would want to kill Captain Forbes?
Starboard radar sensor needs extravehicular repairs now. Huxley's scanning for someplace with docking facilities.
I'm Dr. Leland Eugene.
Okay, I'll be here for this.
Mental health officer, I believe you wanted to see me, Captain.
I'm sorry we haven't met sooner. What do people usually call you, Leland, Lee?
Dr. Eugene.
I see. Well, Dr. Eugene, I want a full biosec review of all crew members.
Why do you ask?
Because of Captain Forbes.
I assure you I went over every mental fitness profile myself. I'm sure that as you gain experience, you'll find that accidents of this sort can always be attributed to the technical staff. Faulty maintenance, shoddy repair work.
I want to see your report in 2 hours, Doctor.
2 hours? There are 116 people on board.
115.
Nonetheless, I couldn't possibly finish for at least 24 hours. Even then.
2 hours.
Jonathan? Are you all right?
Yeah. Sure. Fine. Truth is, I'm scared, Beanie.
I know.
I'm not sure I can handle this.
Sure you can. That's why they put you here.
I wish I had your confidence.
Anytime you need it, you got it.
Thanks, Beanie.
That's what study partners are for, right?
Yeah?
We're coming up on Blue Star Gamma. I think it's what we're looking for.
Well, of course it is, Huxley.
I don't believe it. This thing was abandoned 40 years ago and it's still generating power.
Priscilla, give me an image.
Sorry it took so long.
That's all right.
I find no information about the stability of its orbit.
Jonathan, we're gonna need to make extravehicular repairs.
It's got docking facilities.
Captain, there's a life force present. It could be dangerous.
I wonder if it's maybe...
Little green men in a flying saucer? Hungry little green men?
Huxley, be serious.
Let's go for it.
Mr. Wells, while repairs are going on, you and I'll investigate.
everybody. Let's keep going on those repairs.
What kind of life force could survive here?
Not even Beanie's little green men. It might not be green, but it eats.
Don't move. Now back up the way you came.
Jonathan, what's going on?
There's an antimatter field right in front of you.
Watch out, Jonathan.
Continue after these messages.
Want love? Get closer. When you're close up, that twinkle so counts. Like the teeth and the fresh mouth. Want love?
Get close up in paste, tartar control, and gel.
Ooh, my skin is dry.
Itchy.
Sensitive. Help!
Try new Vaseline Intensive Care Formula for sensitive skin. It relieves the itch, soothes the sensitivity.
Would you like to see how to make a vegetable disappear? Add a little cheddar cheese and... ta-da! Don't forget the cheese.
I'm State Farm Agent Wallace Lewis. I'd like to tell you about the Landrys, a young family who came to State Farm for a life insurance plan. Mike and Madeline had a budget, and they didn't want to hear a lot of life insurance. So instead of a lot of talking, I did a lot of listening. And we came up with a life insurance plan that fits their needs, and their budget too.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What's the secret to Pop Secret microwave popcorn?
Perfect popcorn popped under perfect conditions, without a lot of unpopped kernels. Top secret from Betty Crocker. It's the only way to pop.
Coming at you.
Got it!
Oh, what a play.
Give up? Looks like your shirt did.
Pew, Dad, it smells.
Wash it in Surf. Unlike detergents that just cover up odors, Surf actually removes both dirt and odors.
Heads up.
Hey, looks like you never hit the dirt.
Yeah. Smells like you weren't even playing.
Was he?
Surf removes both the dirt and the odors.
These are for you.
She's growing up.
Feel funny talking to her about bride things.
You want me to do it?
No.
Who's the Boss breaks new ground.
It's a wonderful life.
Then, the class clown
Mike Seaver.
makes the grade.
You're turned into a regular Michael J. Fox.
Growing pains after Who's the Boss? Tuesday.
You go to bed with me tonight or we're no longer friends.
You're saying that we...
We always get into so much trouble when we talk.
Weekdays at 5 and 10:30 on NTV.
I'm going to be twice the mechanic that you are.
On Family Ties, will it be Mr. or Mrs. Goodwrench?
What's that?
Oh, that's easy. Spark plugs.
Hey, this lady's hot. I mean, she's on a roll.
Can we get back to work, please?
It looks like Alex might have to take his ego in for a tune-up.
Admit it, Alex. Mom's just a better mechanic than you are.
You're just saying that because she's your mother.
A jump start to the finish on Family Ties. Monday at 6:30 on MTV. You're watching NTV, channels 4, 6, and 13.
We now continue with the Disney Sunday Movie.
Alien alert. Alien alert.
Alien cleared for entry. No further action. Biosystem scan for ID, please.
Captain Jacob Dryden Brown, Space Science Academy, class of 2074, graduated 3rd in class.
I got a CM weightlessness training. Brought down my grade point average.
Appointed captain of Spacecraft Vanguard Explorer in year 2080. Ship vanished in 2082. All aboard, declare dead.
Surprise.
Captain Brown, did anyone else from the Explorer survive? My brother was on your ship. Lieutenant Vance Arthur.
Sorry. What happened to your ship?
It was destroyed.
Then how did you escape?
In a capsule.
So much for the captain going down with his ship.
It's all right with you. I think I better talk with your commanding officer.
I'm the commanding officer.
How long before we get back to Earth?
26 years. We're on an exploratory mission to Berenson Star.
It's just my luck. Finally hit your ride and I'm going in the wrong direction.
It's better than where you were.
spaceship kindergarten?
Do you ever feel a compulsion that's, let's say,
Look,
not...
I can save you some time here. Yes, no, maybe, none of your business. You can fill in those answers any way you want.
Your brainwave profile suggests possible delayed stress trauma.
Really? Come to think of it, there is one thing. Lately, I've been getting this weird urge, you know? Like I want to start throwing things around, bashing heads together.
Is there any particular stimulus that brings on this urge?
People who ask questions.
Dr. Eugenia, I'm ready if you'd like to continue this later.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me he's really a nice guy once I get to know him.
No, it's always like that. Take off your clothes, please.
Does that mean I'm forgiven?
Your clothes, Captain. Or I can put you in quarantine for the next few years.
This is a shower?
Ultrasound. Stand in the center. Keep your mouth closed if you have any dental work.
Not bad. How do I scrub my back?
I'll do it for you.
Well, am I gonna live?
You have a slight vitamin deficiency. I've had some supplements put in your diet. Apart from that, you're in amazingly good shape.
Where do I bunk down?
We have cryo sleep chambers.
Where do I go if I don't want other people around?
We have privacy lounges.
They have locks, I hope.
Yes. I'll show you where the supply section is.
You're a lot younger than your brother was.
9 years. He was a good officer, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was.
I just don't trust him, that's all.
Why not?
Didn't you see the guy? He looks like something dredged out of a waste dump.
Unauthorized personnel on bridge.
Acknowledge, no further action.
So what would further action have been?
Computerized security would have been instantaneously deployed.
That's very clever. Whatever it is.
Priscilla.
Stupid name for a computer.
Well, Dr. Bauman named it after his daughter.
Bauman?
Oh, that's right. You wouldn't know. Dr. Joseph Bauman, he invented this. And
Joseph Bauman? Chubby little guy who talks to himself?
It's how he works things out, by talking to himself.
You mean the guy who was always babbling about running elastic through the universe was right?
Of course, the Bauman drive is what's going to get this ship where it's going.
Bauman drive?
The elastic thread is only the layman's explanation. Technically, it works by...
Careful.
Why, it's not classified.
No. But it took you 5 hours last time you tried to explain it.
I mean, you understand all this stuff.
Of course, I helped develop it.
Now, why didn't I figure that out?
Captain Brown is notorious for misjudging people.
What? You two know each other? Priscilla?
Well, I didn't think it would be polite to mention it.
What exactly is this thing?
It's a computer hooked up into an analog of Priscilla Bauman's brain.
Oh, boy.
So you do know her?
Well, sort of used to go out.
We would have if you'd ever shown up.
She's not really in there, is she?
No. It's got all her thoughts, all her memories, but the real Priscilla Bauman's back on Earth.
Am I?
Good. Let's try a little more weight. Not bad. That's 180 pounds. More weight, Lonnie? That's great. A little more back into it. There you go. Hurt those pecs.
Trust me, I am.
Yes, sir. You just keep that up. 12 more, Captain. Good. Very good.
Last I heard, there were laws against torture.
Good point. Present yourself for court-martial, Brody.
It's funny. You want me to set you up?
Oh, thanks. I'm just browsing.
All crew members are required to work out to maintain muscle tone.
I'm not a crew member.
But what about your body?
What about it?
Aren't you worried about letting it go?
I'm a nice guy. I let it go wherever it wants to. Besides, I only needed to carry my brains around.
You enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing what a captain's duties are these days. It's interesting ship you got here, Captain. A lot more entertaining than Blue Star Gamma.
How long were you there?
5 years, 7 months, 3 days. Landed right about the time you were starting on solid food.
As a matter of fact, I was in my second year at the academy.
There you were, bright-eyed, well-scrubbed, your head crammed full of dreams of space and glory, am I right?
Yes.
We were all like that. Reality's a little different, huh?
I still got a lot to learn.
Well, at least you know that much. You're all right, Captain Kidd. Just remember, the books don't teach you everything.
Excuse me, Jonathan. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, what about?
Dr. Eugene. I've been kind of keeping an eye on him.
And?
I think you ought to interrogate him about Captain Forbes' death.
Why?
He hasn't done anything specific. It's just this feeling I've got.
Lonnie, I can't haul the guy in for interrogation just because you got a feeling about him.
My feelings are usually pretty accurate, especially when they're this strong.
I'll think about it, okay?
Lonnie?
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm scheduled for cryo sleep. Just remember what I said.
That's enough. Good work, Captain. Sorry, I don't know my own strength sometimes. I'll get you some more.
And the back brace.
You kill me, Captain. You really do.
If you don't kill me first.
Hey, one right after another. Stay healthy, okay?
See ya.
Star Voyager departed Blue Star Gamma, proceeding on established course. There is a change in life status, sir. +1, unidentified.
Well then, Mr. Krieger, identify the intruder. Only if absolutely necessary will we make contact with Voyager. Interesting development.
Something I can do for you, Jake?
Cut that out, man. It's contagious.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you ought to go check into cryosleep.
No, I'm fine. I'll just wait until Lonnie gets back on shift. And, after that, there's a series running in the vid lounge, if anyone wants to go.
Huxley, are you going?
Huh?
I could meet you there.
Priscilla, how could you be there if you're here?
Don't be silly. I'm all over the ship.
You are?
Anywhere. Anytime.
I think Priscilla's got a crush on you, Huxley.
Real funny.
Actually, it's not. I mean, it is possible. It's one of the things we were worried about when we put her together.
Beanstalk, what are you telling me?
Well, it's Priscilla Bauman's brain up there. I mean, it's not only got all her thoughts, but her feelings. And, habits.
Anywhere, anytime.
Captain, I've got an unidentified blip.
Configuration?
It's right on the edge of sensors.
Augment.
There it is.
It's on navigation, too, sir. Whatever it is, it's really moving.
Alter course 2 degrees.
It's changed course to match ours.
And what?
They're out of range again, even on augment. But I picked up weapons. Heavy weapons.
What's your arsenal?
Hand weapons only.
Whose idea was that?
Well, we've got the components for long-range weapons. We just haven't been able to sort them all out yet. I mean, it takes months to assemble them.
All right, we got two choices here. We can wait until Mr. X out there catches up with us, or we can make us a weapon.
Like what?
You ever heard of a railgun?
That's practically Stone Age.
Which do you prefer, a non-existent laser weapon or a well-aimed rock?
Captain Brown, we don't even know what the blip is yet. I mean, they might be friendly.
They might not be. Now, I'll go and scrounge some parts. Set of arms. If they're attached to a brain that knows something, even better.
Take Mr. Beanstalk.
You're kidding.
He's the best.
And what's he gonna be when he grows up?
Still the best.
Come on, infant.
Is the blip still out of range?
Sorry, I can't find it.
Captain?
Jake's fine, shrimp boat.
Beanie's fine, Jake.
Okay. You were saying, Beanie?
You sure you know what you're doing there?
Making a railgun. You know how they operate?
A series of electromagnetic force fields which amplify consecutively. Most effective when used at close range and...
Take that as a yes.
Sorry.
Got you on fast.
Soft and primitive.
Just remember what Thoreau said.
Who?
So much for modern education. Thoreau, Henry David, 19th century American writer. Spent a couple of years in the woods, living in a hut by himself.
Why?
Well, because he wanted to. Believed in getting down to bare basics. Simplify, simplify, simplify.
Simple, all right.
I'm gonna start taking down specs here.
I already have.
I don't see you writing anything. What is your IQ, anyway?
I'm not really sure. It's kind of off the scale.
But you made him crazy at the academy. Research team must have hooked you up to every test monitor they could get their little fingers on.
How'd you know?
Well, I dealt with that sort before. They have a tendency to forget they're fiddling around with real live human beings.
Must have been tough on you.
I met Jonathan in my first year there. He ran interference for me a lot.
Well, what do you think so far?
I think it might work.
Thanks.
We'll return after these messages.
Looks like a hungry group this morning.
You bet.
Good, because to stack up to the vitamins in one bowl of total, it takes almost 3 bowls of Special K.
Trudy, all of the grape nuts.
Takes 4 bowls of that.
Watch this. Shredded wheat.
12 bowls.
Good, Delaney. Separate checks, please.
With 1 bowl of total, you get 100% of 9 vitamins and iron, and it's the only cereal that's a major source of calcium.
We always love the stuff.
Total, a stack of nutrition in just 1 bowl.
Get your spaghetti ready. Get ready for Ragu Thick and Hearty Spaghetti Sauce. Our thickest, heartiest sauce ever. Made with lots of plump, juicy tomatoes, special seasonings and spices for a zesty, full-bodied tomato taste. Now your spaghetti's ready. Ragu Thick and Hearty. Our thickest, heartiest sauce ever.
Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree. So much flavor in a sugarless gum. It's a feeling carefree.
Carefree bubblegum has so much flavor. There's no other gum for me.
Mr. Big Stuff, Oreo Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? So big and satisfying, taking you with me all the time.
It's a big Oreo to go.
Oreo Big Stuff.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do it right. We do chicken right.
Supercalifragilistic Disney World vacation. There's always something going on. It's quite a celebration. We sing the show and sail into the blue. Bet there's nothing left to do.
There's Epcot, too.
Under the line. Under the line. It's a supercalifragilistic. Come on to the world's greatest resort. Disney World vacation.
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
We now return to the Disney Sunday movie.
Here it is. Well, it's very good. How long before it's finished?
It is finished. Test mode, please, Mr. Beanstalk.
What's wrong, Jake? Simplify, simplify, simplify.
So now, all we have to do is rig this thing so you can fire the railgun from the bridge. You want to help me with this, too?
Yes, sir.
Jonathan, there's a malfunction in cryosleep sector H9.
Lonnie.
Sally, report to cryo sleep chamber H9.
Come on.
Lonnie! Lonnie! Help me move her.
She's gone below the threshold of consciousness. There's nothing we can do but put her back in cryosleep and give her the chance to heal herself.
What are her chances?
I'm not sure. It's gonna take a long time.
What's going on?
How many people have access codes to the sleep chambers?
Anyone with grade 4 or higher.
Which includes Dr. Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes.
Where is he?
Well, I saw him heading towards the airlock when Jake and I were...
I have an update on my biopsych review.
Very convenient timing on your part, isn't it?
I wasn't satisfied. I kept working on it.
I'll bet you did. And I suppose you found something very weird about, let's say, my profile.
Since you mention it, you do display a tendency towards overcautiousness.
Of course.
According to the review, it's a result of your ability to see all sides of any given question. This is a good quality in a commander, really. But it may eventually lead to a kind of stalling out.
Let me guess here. Found something questionable with everybody. Sally, Huxley, Beanie, Lonnie. Everybody except for yourself, huh?
You want a full rundown?
Please.
Mr. Beanstalk. Beanie, as you insist on calling him, and I should tell you that nickname is a bad idea. He's going through a bad time right now. To call him Beanie, a very childish name, is only going to reinforce his perception of himself as an immature individual.
Captain.
Yeah.
Priscilla, I told you not to bother him now.
You stay put. What's going on, Huxley?
Jonathan, I'm sorry, but Priscilla's having one of her fits up here. She thinks
She
there's...
knows.
I do not have time for this. What are you two talking about?
She says there's some kind of glitch in that railgun.
Look, Captain Brown put in a whole bunch of new circuitry in airlock 19. It's not tied in with the main system yet. Something's wrong.
With the gun?
No, with the... Aha.
What?
It's there again, Captain. It's in the airlock, and you better do something.
We're not finished.
You weren't in the plan, Captain. Just Forbes and Lonnie. Come on, Brody. You're not smart enough to think of a plan all by yourself.
You're too sure of that.
Come on, Brody. Come on.
Egress completed.
The Disney Sunday movie will continue after these messages.
You're telling me Trident helps fight cavities? It always has?
That's right. Chewing Trident after sugary snacks reduces the acids between teeth, acids that can cause cavities.
Something that's delicious and good for you? I love it.
Trident, good to chew and fights cavities, too.
Search knows everybody has a style of their own. So the next time you're out to say something about yourself, remember this. And so does the great taste of Search with Retsin.
Sometimes things that look alike are really very different. These cheese sandwiches look alike, but Jimmy's tastes much better because his is Kraft Singles, made from 5 ounces of milk per slice. Joey's is an imitation cheese slice made mostly of water and vegetable oil and as little as 1/4 of an ounce of milk per slice. So remember, just because things look alike doesn't mean they are. Kraft Singles, more milk makes them good.
Have you tasted the lighter slice of America?
It's the lighter slice of America. One delight. A lighter way of life in America. One delight. And what makes it extra nice? Just 40 calories, a full-size slice.
It's the wonder of light bread.
It's the lighter slice of America. One delight.
I'm about to offend a lot of steak lovers by covering this beautiful sirloin with ketchup. You wouldn't do that, right? Yet you'd pour ketchup on a burger. And isn't that chopped steak? Try A1 steak sauce on your burger instead of ketchup. Its herbs and spices bring out the natural flavor of steaks. It makes hamburgers taste like steak burgers. So don't cover it, discover it with A1. And save the ketchup for your fries.
Balky puts the zap on Cousin Larry.
I just performed the Meepos ritual of promise.
Am I still a Presbyterian?
Perfect strangers. Then
You saw Fatal Attraction?
Yes.
Welcome to the high school version.
You kissed Maria?
You're a drowning man.
Hi.
head of the class after Perfect Strangers Wednesday.
Cover for me, Clark. I've got a doctor's appointment.
Lois, you're in perfect shape.
I don't know my blood cholesterol number. If it's high, I could be risking a heart attack. Do you know your number?
But I know you don't have to be Superman to lower it.
Lucky for you.
Even if you're feeling like Superman, you need to know your cholesterol number.
Join the Dresbach family Mondays for a family night out. At Dresbach's, you taste the quality and enjoy the tradition. Dresbach's of Grand Island, bringing the family together.
The Danny Nee Show, Monday nights at 11:30 on NTV.
We now continue with the Disney Sunday Movie.
Brody Arnold's psych profile was forged. Very clever job, I might add. I had to run 3 different filter programs before I discovered it. I was trying to find you to tell you.
Dr. Eugene, I'm sorry.
For what?
Just sorry, that's all.
What about your little party in the airlock? Nice going.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing just great. I got 2 crewmen floating around in deep space, another in cryo sleep for who knows how long. And it's sheer dumb luck we haven't lost any more.
Sheer dumb luck's the best kind to have sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then, well, why don't you just crawl away somewhere and cry about it? I mean, look at the mess you're in. You're an inexperienced captain. You're commanding an inexperienced crew. You're in over your head. Why don't you just quit?
I can't do that.
There you go. Look, kid. Captain. You're bright enough to figure this out for yourself eventually. But right now, you don't have time. So I'm going to explain it to you. You're responsible for everybody on board.
I know.
But self-pity doesn't go along with that. It's just too bad, but the captain doesn't get that luxury.
What luxuries does he get?
None that I can think of.
Jonathan!
No.
Beanie found something in the gym. I think you better come take a look.
Captain will be right there, Huxley.
Captain's on his way.
Near as I can figure, it's a particle beam transmitter.
Well, this is what our friends are using to track us.
Smash that thing.
No. Wait a second. They're following that thing's signal. But if it's one place, and we're somewhere else. Mr. Brown, you think your railgun can fire a well-aimed rock?
Give me 10 minutes, Captain.
Huxley. Trajectory input. Ready? And fire.
Excuse me, Admiral, but Earth Star Voyager has just radically altered course.
Adjust coordinates accordingly.
Huxley, get that ship back on course.
It's changing course.
They went for it.
Nice work.
I know. Of course, my pal, the professor there, had a little to do with it. Had a lot to do with it.
Excuse me, where's the...
Yeah, I got it here.
Could you punch me in for 40 pounds?
Yeah, sure.
I guess I'm lucky you can't actually drop these things on your toes.
It's funny. No, I mean it. I never thought I'd laugh at anything you said.
I guess that's pretty much the way everybody feels about me.
Well, you could loosen up a little.
I know that. It's what I'd say to a patient like me.
What else would you say?
Oh, the usual stuff. Be honest with your emotions.
Oh, be careful with that one. There are times when you can be honest with them. There are times when they just get in the way of your job. Wouldn't you agree, Doctor?
Well, yes. Tell me, Mr. Brown, did you ever think of going into psychiatry?
My own mind's enough for me to handle. Forget Mr. Brown. The name's Jake.
Leland.
Leland?
As any good shrink would say, blame my parents.
You already ran that program.
Yeah, I know. I just like to be sure.
Does he make you nervous?
Who? How's it going?
Excuse me. Those engineers up there are crazy. I mean, they didn't know what they were doing. What's that to do with us? Oh, boy, do I remember that.
What?
First big crush.
Must be weird for you when you're...
Oh, I don't remember a thing about it.
Liar. Mine was back in first year. Remember Professor Morrison?
The bald guy who taught first level math?
I used to pretend I didn't understand the lesson so I could go talk to him in his office.
You're kidding, you?
When I found out he was married with 3 kids, I quit eating. I was trying to arrange it so that he would find me picturesquely starved to death on his doorstep.
What happened?
I got hungry. What about you? What was your first big crush?
Oh, that was a long time ago, Sally.
Was she at the academy? Marta Johansson.
No.
Well, at least tell me what she looked like.
She was blonde, and she went into medicine.
There's an interspeak distress signal coming in.
A blip?
No, that's moving away. This is something different. 50,000 miles dead ahead.
Relay the signal.
Nearest craft, please assist. That's it. No ID code.
Priscilla.
Yes, Captain Hayes?
Distress signal report. Can you identify source and vital data?
Well, of course I can.
Some people never change.
Proceed.
The World's Fair.
The what?
Expo Tomorrow, most recent and last in a series of world fairs, held year 2020 on a man-made satellite. Huge failure due to cost overruns, financial corruption, and all the usual bureaucratic boondoggles. Abandoned and fired into deep space. We don't like our failures hanging around, do we?
Just the facts, please.
Attendance demographics as follows.
On second thought, terminate access.
We can't ignore a distress signal. It's against regulations.
Yeah, and this whole trip is strictly by the book.
She's right. But don't answer the signal, Les. Don't let them know we're coming. Sally, Huxley, and I will take the shuttle down and investigate. Mr. Beanstalk will be in charge of the ship while we're gone.
I think I'll go along. With the captain's permission, of course.
Yes, that's what we've been following, but the scan indicated no sign of Voyager, sir. She's not on course. We know that much.
Continue cross-analysis until located.
Yes, sir.
Although I must say they seem to be doing quite well without us.
This is tomorrow. I think I'll take yesterday.
Huxley, you getting a direction from the distress signal?
Yeah, that way. And, you guys let me know what you find, okay? Just kidding.
Where are they?
According to this, we're standing right on top of them.
I don't believe it. Willie? Willie!
Captain Brown.
You bet it.
You're alive? I didn't know anybody else made it off the ship. Who are these kids?
Yeah, they're all right.
How did you get here?
Oh, we brought down the shuttle when we picked
A ship? You've got a ship? Then we've got to hurry.
Oh, wait a second, Willie. We picked up a distress signal.
That's theirs. They leave it on so that if any ship comes by, they can lure it down here.
Who is they?
The OTZ. They run this place. We gotta hurry. They'll know you're here.
They can't know. Our telemetry says there are no sensors here.
This is the Outlaw Technology Zone. They know everything. They challenge the throne.
Who's that?
A pit. They throw the losers down it sometimes.
How bad do they have to lose?
Put your face where?
Welcome, Jonathan Hayes. We detected your ship several hours ago. I've been expecting you. But not you, Captain Brown.
Vance? They call him top dog now. He runs this place.
You and I got a little unfinished business.
Lock them up.
We'll continue after these messages.
Over 17 million people now use a new kind of credit card.
The Discover Card.
A credit card that charges no annual fee. In fact, this credit card pays you money. A yearly cashback bonus every time you use it.
Pays you back.
Why pay for a credit card when this one pays you?
The Discover Card.
For people who expect value, use it at places like these.
Grandpa Redenbacher, I've got it.
Got what, Gary?
The snack idea of the century. Take America's favorite microwave popcorn, yours, and add the flavor of cheddar cheese or sour cream and onion.
Like this?
Orville Redenbacher's new cheddar cheese microwave popcorn.
Our sour cream and onion popcorn.
Fresh, hot, and mmm. The snack idea of the century. And it's his.
Who else? 2 hot new microwave snacks from Orville Redenbacher.
A bowl of chili with a little Monterey Jack cheese is a humdiddly of a chili. So put the jack in the sack, Mac, and don't forget the cheese.
Do you know someone who's feeling a little down? Send them an FTD pick-me-up bouquet. Its flowers, rainbow coffee mug, and tote bag are the perfect way to get them feeling back on solid ground again. And only your FTD florist has it.
Imagine it's lunchtime. That's time for a change of pace at Red Lobster.
We'll make your mouth water.
With luscious lunch specials, most under $4.99.
Make your heart melt.
And served in 15 minutes guaranteed, or it's free.
Make you flip with every dip, feel like you've never felt.
A shrimp salad sandwich, seafood pasta, or today's fresh catch, Red Lobster for lunch.
We know how you love seafood.
Now try our new lunch seafood sampler, just $4.95.
You know, Mom sure keeps things moving around here. But boy, could she use some help.
Home, weekday mornings beginning January 18th.
Now, back to our story.
I think you better start talking. What really happened on board the Explorer?
It was a mutiny. Good old Vance out there was the ringleader.
I don't believe that.
I didn't expect you to.
It's the truth, ma'am. Top dog, your brother, took over the ship. But she was too badly damaged in the fighting, so they came here, those that were left.
I'm sorry.
You said the OTZ runs this place?
Yeah, well, they sure don't look the way I thought they would.
The real work goes on in the labs underground. Those are just the warriors. They live like that to keep in practice.
In practice for what?
I don't know. Never been able to find out. They've got something big planned. Something they call assembly.
Who comes to challenge?
Aye, Whistlestick challenge.
You okay?
That guy can't be beat. He's got some kind of magic.
Well, anybody can get beaten.
clarification, Admiral. Object orbiting Expo Tomorrow identified as our Star Voyager.
Why did they go there? Never mind. Continue closing.
I still can't get a response from the shuttle. They're probably still out exploring. They've been gone 6 hours. Beanie, I have a blip. Ah, it's bedtime. Well, it's not the shuttle. It's coming from the opposite direction. Identification? No ID, but it matches the record of the one that was chasing us before. Orders, Mr. Beanstalk? We're gonna need backup on the bridge. Give me navigation, engineering, life science, and communications.
I have a proposal for you.
Coming from you, it ought to be a winner.
Pity you couldn't command as well as you could talk.
What do you want?
The access codes to the Voyager.
Pretty greedy, Vance. Still haven't paid me for the first ship you stole.
Give me the codes, and I'll let you and your friends live.
Strangest thing, Vance. For some reason, I just don't trust you.
The codes! As you wish. I'll still take the ship.
Oh, you will? Come on, Vance. You may be top dog of this loony carnival, but that doesn't make you anything better than a second-rate thief. Come on, Vance! Anybody can challenge, right? Or is top dog afraid?
I give you 10 minutes to prepare a fight to the death, Jacob Brown.
You got it.
Blip still closing. How long before they get here? 4 hours. Take your positions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Les, I'm gonna need your help here. We're gonna need to plot a new course, Kenny.
Yes, sir, Beanie.
You're not gonna leave him down there, are you? Of course not. Then what are you doing? We're gonna try to hide. I hope Jonathan can still find us.
Dinner.
Careful. You gotta watch out for the big fella there.
Even for a last meal, this is lousy.
Pick a hand.
Huxley.
Hux, this is no time for fooling around. All right. No one wants to pick a hand than I will. Hux. This one.
Huxley, I could kiss you.
I knew you'd come around sooner or later. Nice work.
Maybe I can get him interested in the fun and games. You watch for your chance. Let yourselves out and scamper for the shuttle.
We all get out of this.
Yeah, right.
Prepare for combat.
If you'll excuse me, I've got a score to settle. You're a good captain. Just remember that. Might even be as good as me one day.
Come on!
Are you prepared, Jacob Brown?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Jonathan, let's go. Not yet.
To the death, Jacob Brown.
Never learn, do you, Vance?
We'll come back after these messages.
Diet Coke and Diet Sprite want to take you on a cruise. Hooey, hooey, baby, hooey, hooey, baby, hooey, hooey, baby. Won't you let us take you on a sea cruise? Enter the Diet Coke, Diet Sprite Taste the Good Life sweepstakes and win a Norwegian Caribbean Lines cruise. Look for details at participating stores. Diet Coke and Diet Sprite with 100% NutraSweet say, won't you let us take you on a sea cruise?
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure from Double Mint Gum. A double great feeling, making you realize Double Mint's the one for you. Double fresh, double smooth, double delicious to chew. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum.
There's
There's nothing like Pizza Hut pan pizza.
Making it thick, making it tall, making it splash and having it all. Making it heat, making it deep. Sizzle and drizzle, steam and creaming. Making it early, making it late. Pizza Hut, making it great.
The great taste of pan pizza. 2 layers of cheese, lots of toppings, and a chewy crust. It's America's favorite.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
What are the critics saying about this Disney Cartoon Classics video you can get free by mail from Tide and Ivory Liquid?
I think it's sensational. Really good. Mickey!
To get your free Disney Special Edition VHS cassette, send Mickey's picture from packages of Ivory Liquid and Tide, along with the certificate from your January 31st newspaper. So what do you think?
I'm gonna see it again as soon as Dad gets finished.
He loved his country.
You will vacate these premises.
Now he's got to fight it.
How many more missiles do they need?
A world premiere movie, Stranger on My Land. Next.
On the next Disney Sunday movie, Captain Jake Brown fights a desperate battle for survival. Suddenly, the discovery of an alien creature threatens to destroy them all.
They're programmed to self-destruct if they're captured.
Now, their own emotions.
Why don't you stay here?
And the dark forces of intrigue lead to a final confrontation.
Beanie, give me the sun.
The adventure of Earth Star Voyager continues next week on the Disney Sunday movie.
This is Jed Duval for market openings, overseas economics reports, and the first business news every morning. Watch ABC's World News This Morning's Business Report before Good Morning America.
Monday, 2 of America's favorite comedians, Milton Berle and Robin Williams, join us. Later in the week, Margot Hemingway, Jodie Foster, and rock singer David Lee Roth on Good Morning America.
Stay tuned now for Stranger on My Land, starring Tommy Lee Jones, on the return of the ABC Sunday Night Movie. Next.